In this episode, I'm going to share how to acquire English pronunciation as an adult English learner. Hey guys, it's Aiko. I'm an American English pronunciation coach and business coach based in Hawaii. Before I dive into today's topic, I made a 3-day lesson for Japanese speakers who want to improve their English pronunciation. As an adult English learner, I came to the US when I was 23 and I didn't speak English at all. And I practiced, and then tried so many things. And I discovered the importance of air, vibration, and energy to acquire English pronunciation. So I shared those 3 concepts in the 3-day lessons. So please go to the description box and check out the course. And if you sign up now, you're gonna get a bonus, which is my direct feedback to you. So please sign up now until while this bonus is available. Okay, so today's topic is about how to acquire English pronunciation as an adult English learner. I know learning English as a second language is really difficult, right? But as I have been coaching my clients, my Japanese clients, I've learned a lot about how they acquire English pronunciation. Also, it's coming from my own experience of being able to speak English with the English cadence and English rhythm, English voice. Because right now, if I speak Japanese, 私の今の日本語はこういう感じ。でも、英語になると、when I switch to English, my voice changes, right? So I want to show you how you can acquire English pronunciation. So first one, please know the order of language acquisition. So there is a big line between you can't pronounce and you can't hear, and you can pronounce and you can hear. So I was over here before. I couldn't speak English, I couldn't pronounce English words, and I couldn't hear what native English speakers were saying because they were speaking so fast. But most importantly, their voice was very different from Japanese voice. So I didn't even recognize their sound as a language because it's just they sounded so different from how Japanese language sound, right? So I was like over here, I can't pronounce, I can't hear, and there was a big line, and then I went over that to I can pronounce and I can hear the sounds better. So right now, I can probably understand 99% of what native English speakers say. I mean, it depends on the accent. If they have like very like difficult dialects, then I understand maybe 70% of what they say. But usually when they speak like so-called general American English, I can understand almost all of what they say. Like I should say like maybe 99%. Of course, I don't understand all the words. I don't know a lot of words yet. I'm still learning, but at least I can hear them, right? So then I can ask someone, what does it mean? Or I can check my dictionary because I can hear the sound. So I can kind of guess how it's spelled. So know the order, and in order to go to the other side, so maybe you're over here, you can't pronounce English words and you can't hear English sounds, that's fine, I was over here. And in order to go over here, it's not that you start hearing sounds, it's more that you can pronounce sounds so that you will start hearing them. So as you practice English pronunciation, you will notice that your listening skills are better. So that's how it is. You can do it first, so then you can recognize the sound. So being able to pronounce words or being able to pronounce produce English sounds comes before you are able to hear them. So I want to encourage you to work on your pronunciation. It is okay if you don't hear them or if you can't pronounce them now. That is fine. But imagine that you're able to do it already. Like the sound is already yours. You just need to produce the sound. You just make that reality, right? And then as you practice, like for example, for me, it took me about 1.5 years to really understand TH sound. I used to pronounce that as that, even though my tongue was coming out a little bit like this, but I was saying that as D sound, right? And then I didn't know the difference between D and TH. That's why I was pronouncing D to pronounce TH before because I couldn't hear them. But then I practiced TH sound for 1.5 years and I started hearing TH sound. That was amazing. It was there already, but I didn't recognize the sound before. But as I was able to pronounce TH now with a very strong vibration, I can hear or I can recognize the sounds or I can recognize the TH vibration. So know the order. You want to be able to pronounce or you want to be able to produce English sounds first, then you'll be able to hear them. It's not the other way around, unfortunately, because if it's the other way around, everyone can speak English, right? So I sometimes meet in the US, I sometimes meet Japanese people in the US and who've been in the US for like 40 years, 30 years, and then they say that I can't speak English yet. So it doesn't happen naturally, right? So you should be able to hear the English sounds after you are able to produce the sounds. So just know the order. It's really frustrating because you need to be able to do it before you can recognize it. So it's very, very difficult, but be patient. So the second one is to go extreme. So English sound is for like a Japanese person like me, it's like so different, like unrecognizable as language because the voice is very, very different. So coming from my Japanese sound, English is like somewhere in the space. It's like so foreign to me. It's very, very different. And then English is more dynamic than Japanese sound, right? So you want to go extreme when you practice English pronunciation because like as a Japanese person, you may not have experienced the dynamics yet. You have to know how to use the diaphragm and all that, but before that you have to go extreme. You have to come out of your comfort zone. You have to come out of the sound that you know right now because the English sounds are not in your sound knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Because it is outside of your box. It is outside of your knowledge. That's why you're having a hard time acquiring English sounds, right? So that's why you want to go extreme and then produce the sounds that you've never produced before. You know, it requires different muscles in your body. Like right now, like when I speak Japanese, I feel that I'm not really using muscles in my stomach area or diaphragm or the way that I use my throat and the facial cavity and then all that. It is very, very different. So I needed to figure out, but it took me 16 years to really know the difference because it didn't come naturally. So you want to go extreme in order to feel and experience the English sounds. And going to number 3, Then after you going to the extreme, now your voice is really loud. Now it's the time to adjust your voice. Now you can pronounce, now you can have a big voice, loud voice. That's good. But you may be using your Japanese breathing, right? Like for example, when I was trying to speak louder, but my breathing was like Japanese, so I had a hard time projecting my voice. But right now, I'm able to focus my air, focus my vibration, so I do not have to push air a lot in order to speak louder. So my breathing changed. So I was able to do it after going extreme. So now it's time to adjust. And when I coach my clients, I ask them to go extreme. And then when they go extreme, it's easy for me to guide them because I can hear how they breathe. I can hear how they produce the sounds. I can hear how they create the vibration and where. So I'm able to tell them, hey, right now you are creating vibrations in here. You want to bring them forward or you want to bring them down. I can guide them better if I hear more sound, right? So you want to go extreme, then adjust. Now it's time to adjust your voice. So for example, I was going extreme for like 5 years. And then last year, my husband is American, and last year, my husband finally told me that, hey, it's time to adjust your voice because your voice is just too loud, your vibrations and your air are just too strong. Now it's time to adjust them. Before, he was telling me to speak up, go louder, and produce more sound, air, vibration, and put more energy like that. He was going, he was telling me to go extreme, and now I got that. So now it's time to adjust. And now I am working on adjusting my voice. Like for example, sometimes I produce F too strong and too sharp, like food. And then my husband tells me like, okay, so that is too sharp and too fast. So let's adjust it to food. Not it's food, like that. So now I'm able to do it easily because I can go extreme and then I can make it softer. Once you go extreme, it's easy to come down, reduce the air and the vibration. But if you don't have that, you have nothing to adjust, right? So in order to do these 3 steps, number 2, going extreme is the most important part. Because if you don't do that, you don't have anything to work with, right? You want something to work with so that you can adjust your voice. So go ahead and go extreme and speak more loudly than you think you should. Like you think you should. That is the key. So coming from a Japanese person like me, I used to speak English like this, and you can see that my voice is really, really quiet, and I used to speak really fast like this. I just wanted to speak like really, really fast like this because I learned linking and reaction and then all that pronunciation patterns. And at that time, I was, focusing on speaking fast because, my English is getting better because I can speak fast, right? So I was trying to speak fast. I was focusing on speaking fast, but after that, in order to go to the next level, you need to slow down to improve faster. Also, you need to start speaking more loudly so that you can hear your own voice, and at that time you'll be able to adjust your voice because you have something to work with. So if you have any questions about those 3 steps, please let me know. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I have a 3-day lesson video lessons for Japanese speakers who want to improve their English pronunciation. So maybe you may have studied English pronunciation somewhere else. You may know all the mouth shape, tongue position, or IPAs. But somehow you still sound like you're speaking Japanese when you speak English. That was me. And I realized the importance of air, vibration, and energy in order to start sounding like a native English speaker. So I shared those 3 concepts in that 3-day lesson videos. So go to the description box and sign up for it. And if you sign up for it now, I will give you a bonus, which is my personal feedback to you. So let me listen to your English pronunciation, and then I will give you my personal feedback to you, so you will know where to focus in order to go to the next level. All right, so thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.